So interesting thing happened this evening. I went to get into my car and opened the door, and I heard a little clicking that, well, now it's gone. But put the keys in. That's the clicking I heard. Nothing. Got a little bit of light there. Now, I've heard about the battery draining real fast, but after over a year of having this car, and I usually drive about every 2 weeks, and it's been fine. But maybe it's just, now it's getting down to the 40s and lower, 30s even, I think, last night. Maybe it's just gotten too cold for this battery. The battery's finally gone dead, but now what I've heard, never, ever, ever jump a Ferrari. And so I'm not going to jump start. I'm not even going to bother putting the battery tender on. I'm not even sure how this window opens, because it's supposed to slide down when you open the door, but I don't know how that happened without any battery power. So I'm going to take out the battery and charge it there at the local auto store and see what's happening here. But this is a first after more than a year. Getting to the battery is super easy on this car. Here in the footwell, you pull this down. You got this here, you unscrew those things, and this thing comes right off. Down. It's easy to get off. It's kind of hard to set the latch on the bottom. You have to get to. Get that one off. That one off. That one off. There you go. And that comes off. And there's the battery. So I already loosened this up. There's just a 10 millimeter here. It's coming up pretty easy. You should take off the negative first. That's this side over here. So, what I should have done at the beginning was to turn off the battery from inside the trunk area. Ah, silly. So I'll do that now. Come down in here, turn off the battery. Oh gosh, this thing's hard to turn. There we go. Now, take out the battery. So this is kind of wedged in there pretty good, so I'm just going to use the screwdriver and just kind of see if I can rock this sucker off. There we go. It's coming. Nice. There we go. That's off. Alright, the battery is removed. There's the cavity. Now I'll just take it to... Hi, Gus. I'll just take it to the local AutoZone and have them charge it. And hopefully it's still good. It's just... Maybe I left the interior light on. I don't know why. Maybe it's cold. I don't know. See what happens. This window drops down when you open the latch right here. Well, without a battery, how does that drop down to clear this weather stripping there? And it looks like it's down now, but I don't remember it being down. Maybe there was just enough battery life that the window was able to drop down so it can open up. But how do you open these doors if you had zero battery? Don't know. The question I had about the windows coming down when you don't have a charge, and I could not find an answer, but apparently it is possible to pull the window out of this little seal. It's not nice, but it does work without breaking the window, so perhaps I just didn't notice when I opened the door that the window didn't drop, but I think it's dropped now. I don't know when that happened. So when I thought I was going to have to replace the battery in my research, I was hearing about some people saying, if you want it sealed or liquid or where you can add the water or what. And somebody had mentioned something about getting the interstate one because they have a way to vent. And I thought, what are you talking about? Well, sure enough, here it is. A little vent that you stick into the battery. Let's see if I can yep, the little, turn this light here. Yeah, see, it goes right in that hole so that the battery vents out somewhere. Didn't know that. So it's a good idea to always have a replacement battery and a Phillips screwdriver that will fit your key fob with you at all times, because it's such a weird size. You're not always going to find that, and you get stuck anywhere. I mean, you can be stuck out in the middle of nowhere and your immobilizer just doesn't work. What are you going to do? And there's no other way to turn on the car. So if you have the spare battery and the screwdriver, you can at least fix that part of your car. I keep mine in the glove box. So something I didn't think about until after the fact was right here, all along this, it had that plastic here. That's from the factory. And in the last 22 years, no one thought to remove it. And at first I thought, okay, maybe it's a good protective barrier. But no, I want to take it off. I want to be the guy, take it off, be the first one to see the carpet like it was brand new. And it is. This is brand new practically. And I had that when I removed the floor mats all down here. This all had plastic on it. And I think you can see a little bit down there. A little bit right there. Some more plastic there. That, you know, this car had a lot of plastic still left to be removed. And it's kind of neat because the carpet is in perfect condition underneath it. It was kind of nice to take it off. The funny thing is, when I put on this little wire here, the car beeped. Even though I've got it turned off in the front trunk there, there's some connection there that made it beep. But now I'm going to turn on the power and see what happens. Hi, Gus. I'll put my keys in. Everything seems to be normal. I won't turn it on. No need to. So more evidence that working on a Ferrari 360 isn't that hard is the location of the battery here behind this footwell. And I have worked on other vehicles that are way more difficult. I remember an old BMW I used to have, a 750 IL. The battery was in the back seat, so you had to remove the back seat to get the battery. Pontiac, way back in the 80s, the Pontiac 6000, you had to remove the front tire and the wheel well to get to the battery. So this is not that hard.